What's up, Four Barrel family? Coach Zach here. Hope you guys had a great start to your week yesterday on Monday. We're here to talk about today's two Metcons on Tuesday, July 28th. On a 10-minute clock, you are going to complete a 600-meter run, 15 dumbbell or kettlebell goblet squats, 15 burpees, and another 600-meter run. The faster you get that done, the more rest that you get. We're then going to rest for an additional 4 minutes. We're going to come back. We are going to, on another 10-minute clock, run 600 meters, 20 goblet alternating lunge, 10 broad jumps, and a final 600-meter run. If you are fortunate enough to have a rower at home, that second Metcon, instead of runs, are going to be 2 750-meter rows. Additionally, if you have a med ball at home, instead of 10 broad jump, I want you to give me 15 regular med ball slams. We'll touch on those one more time as we talk through this workout. So let's get into it. 600-meter run. Again, as always, if you have that 200, 400, 100-meter distance measured out at your home, you're going to run whatever that equivalent needs to be to get you to 600 meters. If you do not have a 600-meter mark, we're going to split the time difference between a typical 4 and 800-meter run rather, and run for approximately 3 minutes. So 90 seconds out, 90 seconds back in, and then as always, if you're not comfortable running outside away from your at-home workout space, just give me any combination of 3 minutes of single unders, plate shuffles, high knees, butt kickers, small shuttle sprints. Any of those are going to work, and mix them up. It's going to be 3 minutes. 3 minutes of single unders could get very monotonous very quickly, so feel free to do 30 seconds of single unders, 30 seconds of high knees, 30 seconds of butt kickers, put another plate on the ground if you have it, hit some plate shuffles, just 3 minutes of any of those movements that are going to get that heart rate up. So then from there, we're going to go 15 kettlebell or dumbbell goblet squats. If you have a barbell at home, class option is goblet squat with a kettlebell. So I would still recommend doing some sort of goblet squat and not a front squat. But in that goblet, we're going to hold that dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever that object is, nice and close. All the regular squat mechanics. We're going to make sure that those knees are out. We're getting that full range of motion. And because it is a goblet squat instead of a front squat, we're not limited by that thoracic mobility. So we should really be able to sit a little taller in the bottom of that squat, since that dumbbell or kettlebell is going to act as that counterbalance. So if you typically air squat here, you should be able to goblet squat back just a little more in a little bit better of a position. From there, we're going to go 15 burpees. All the regular burpee rules. Chest and thighs touch at the bottom. Jump those feet, if you can, up by those pinkies. Always the happy clap at the top. Then you're going to give me another 600-meter run, rest. Then we're going to go again, 600-meter run, 20, alternating goblet lunge. You guys have options on this. We can go forward lunge, we can go backward lunge, or you can do walking lunges if you would like. No matter which lunge option you choose, make sure that we're stacking shoulder, hip, and knee at the bottom of that lunge. So whether we're going forward or backward, we should be nice and tall. We shouldn't be leaning forward with that weight. We also shouldn't be banana backed and leaning backwards. Lastly, get full hip extension. So if you're going forward, reverse, or walking, make sure that we're coming to a full stand with both feet before we send that other leg out. After that, we're going to go broad jumps. This is also the place where if you have a med ball, instead you're going to go 15 med ball slams. If you do have a med ball, get tall, send your butt back, slam that med ball down. If you don't, we're going to get our explosive and our hinge movement today through broad jumps. For those broad jumps, when we load, we want to make sure those knees are out over those ankles, those hands are back. From there, side view, we're going to explode full hip extension and land in front. So I'm going to load, and I'm gonna land in that same position. So I'll show you guys that from a forward perspective. I'm gonna load, knees are out, I'm gonna jump, and I'm landing in that same knee out position. That was a little louder than I would prefer as well. So if you can, try to go for a soft landing. We're not going for some big impactful landing in our heels. Try to make it soft, try to make it quiet. Also, anytime we do broad jumps, do yourself a favor, put a chalk mark on the ground 4 to 6 feet apart, and try to hold yourself to that. As we get deeper into those broad jumps, especially considering we will have already run over a mile, it's gonna be really easy to start out with a big jump, and then by rep 7, accept that more of a bunny hop as our broad jump. So really try to hold yourself to those distances. After those 10 broad jumps or 15 med ball slams, we're gonna finish with one last run. Don't forget, if you are fortunate enough to have a rower at home, in that second Metcon, it's a 750 meter row, 20 goblet lunge, 10 broad jump or 15 med ball slam, and a 750 meter row at the end. Hope you guys have a ton of fun. See you back here tomorrow for more new skill strength movements and a Metcon.